Hi, welcome to the Knitting Turnpike. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a very easy decrease stitch called the knit two together. Super easy. I've been working with this swatch so it's a little off. I've been doing a lot of other stitches with it, but basically to knit two stitches together. So like we got to knit these two stitches together. You find the next two stitches on your knitting needle, insert your knitting needle in the front of the stitch through both of them, wrap your yarn around your knitting needle, pull the yarn through both of your stitches, then once it's pulled through both, you just slide both of the stitches off of the knitting needle. And that's it. You've knit two together, and it looks like this. You have the two stitches leaning to the right. It leans a little bit to the right. I'll do it again. You need to knit two together. You find the next two stitches on your knitting needle, insert your knitting needle in through the front of them, wrap your yarn around, pull your yarn through to create the stitch, slide both of those stitches off of the left hand needle, and there's your knit two together. And you can see both of those stitches are there, and then it leans to the right. That's the knit two together. There is a variation of it, the same thing. Purl. When you knit, you can purl. So purl two together, you bring yarn to the front because you're purling. You're going to purl these next two stitches together. You insert it like you would do a purl stitch, but through both stitches at the same time. Wrap your yarn around your knitting needle, pull the yarn through to create the stitch. Once you've got your yarn pulled through, you slide both of these stitches off the left hand needle, and that's a purl two together. That's what it looks like. You got your purl bump, and then you can see before you take your yarn to the back that both of those stitches are right there. To do that again, say like you come to your pattern, it says purl two together. You bring your yarn to the front, like, because you got to do that when you're going to purl. You insert your right hand needle through both of the stitches you're going to purl together, wrap your yarn around, pull your yarn through. Once you've pulled your yarn through, you can pull both of these stitches off the left hand needle. And that's all there is to purling two stitches together. There's another variation of this stitch. Also, you can do knit three together and purl three together. So I'll show this. Say like you have a knit three together. It's just like the knit two together, except you do the next three stitches. You kind of have to work it more towards the end of your tip so that you can get your knitting needle in there, because you're getting cramped for space. Especially with these don't have, you can use knitting needles maybe that have a little bit sharper tip. Might be easier to work with than these. These are pretty blunt. But you put your knitting needle, your right hand needle, through all three stitches you're going to knit. There's three. Through the front, wrap your yarn around, pull your stitch through. Once your stitch is pulled through, you can slide all three stitches off of the left hand needle, and there you go. There's all three stitches that you knit together. Again, it's a right leaning decrease. Do that again. Knit three together. Put your knitting needle through all three stitches. Wrap your yarn around. Pull your yarn through all three stitches. Once it's pulled through, slide all three stitches off the left hand needle. And that's a knit three together. You can do the same thing if you need to purl three together. The first thing you want to do, of course, when you're purling, you want to pull your yarn to the front, insert your right hand needle through all three stitches that you're going to purl. Like that. Wrap your yarn around. Pull your yarn through all three stitches. Once it's pulled through and you've created your stitch, you just slide all three of those stitches off the left hand needle. To do it again, insert your right hand needle through all three stitches you're going to purl. Wrap your yarn around. Pull it through. Once it's pulled through, slide all three stitches off of the left hand needle. And there you go. You've purled three together. So that's the knit two together, purl two together, knit three together, purl three together. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to be doing other increase stitches. I'll put them in the comments below. If you have any comments or questions on this video, please don't hesitate to leave me a comment or or put a question in the comments. If you like it, please, I really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you'd love to subscribe to my channel, that would just make my day. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a very blessed day.